My name is Eric Reidman, indie game developer. I'm a one-man team, and my game is Clone Drone in the Danger Zone.
Eric, what is Clone Drone in the Danger Zone?
Clone Drone in the Danger Zone is a robot sword fighting game where you're stuck in an arena and you're trying to survive long enough to figure out what on earth you're going to do about that. Part of the game is that you can cut off any body part of any enemy using modern technology and voxels.
What is the gameplay like?
So basically, you die a lot in the shape of a robot body, and then you are reborn and can think about what you did wrong and select better upgrades. So every time you beat a round in the arena, you are awarded one upgrade, and that lets you become stronger, able to take on more difficult opponents, which of course show up in the later levels. So it's a game about mastering the art of sword combat and slicing robots apart in various ways.
What are some of the challenges when designing and making a game all by yourself?
I think that's a great question. I think what I found is that it's really important to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. Because if you try to design something around a skill that you're not good at, you're going to spend a lot of time pouring hours into that skill, and your results are going to be quite poor. So, for example, if you're an indie game developer and your background is programming, you have to be really, really smart about your art choices, because otherwise you will end up with an ugly game that is not finished and is terrible. Reversely, if you're a great artist, you should really use that and try to pour as much of your creative energy into making something that capitalizes on you being able to quickly do as much as possible by yourself. That's really what it comes down to, trying to figure out what high-value activities are so that you can cram as much of those into your game to make it as good as it possibly can be, given your extreme limitations that you have. And if you don't know that you have those limitations, you need to discover them as quickly as possible.
What did you build your game in?
Unity, C#, using Cubicle to make voxel models, buying a lot of sound assets online, using the power of text-to-speech to leverage just being able to write some text, and there's these entertaining robots that have a lot of stuff to say about what's happening in that game. So I'm using that to create a more immersive feeling for you as a player and kind of have more stuff going on that's interesting.
So what's it like having these tools available for you as a game designer that people didn't have 10 years ago?
I mean, it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. I think sometimes you hear people complain that, with the accessibility of tools, you have all these beginner developers flooding the marketplace with things that aren't good. But the flip side of that is also that if you're experienced, it is so incredible. You can make so many things so quickly that you couldn't do before. So I'm really grateful for that. I think it's a great time to be alive, and it's only going to get better.
When does your game come out, and what platforms will it be on?
So it will start being a PC, Mac, possibly Linux. If anyone wants a Linux port of it, email me, tell me, and I will do it, but otherwise I won't do it. One person.
What about Ubuntu?
I mean, 6.5 or I don't know. Actually, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, maybe Ubuntu. We'll see. If you are the person who wants Ubuntu, please tell me, and we'll make it happen, possibly.
And where can they go to find more information about your game?
You can go to clonedroneinthedangerzone.com, and if that's too hard, you can go to doborog.com. Can you see my shirts? Yeah. Yeah, that's my company, doborog.com. It's like a robo-dog, but instead it's a doborog. And there's a giant link to the game there, and all kinds of things that enable you to follow the game's progress. I hope you do that. It would make me very happy.